Are you still making any of these sewing mistakes as a beginner? Watch till the end, because number 5 will wow you. It got me crying. Like, I practically cried. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Gmoty. I'm the current creator at Gmoty Fashion and Style Academy. Today, we're going to be diving into the common mistakes that we still make as beginners. I've been sewing for some years now, and I want to tell you that I made all these common mistakes that we're going to be talking about today. I made them all while I was starting out, and even more. And you know what? Some of these mistakes took me years to figure them out. But don't worry, today I'm going to be showing you how to avoid these sewing mistakes. So you're not going to be like me while I was starting out though. Number 1. So number 1 is not taking accurate body measurement. Yes, it can be a little bit scary while you're starting out and you don't know the exact measurement to take per design. Yes, I was there. I was always tensed, especially when I'm taking other people's measurement. And I always like, okay, I have it on my head and all that. And when I'm taking my own measurement, after taking and making garments, it does not always come out too well. So I figured it out. What I did was I created a measurement chart. So everything I want to make a skirt, I want to make a trouser pant, I want to make a dress, I have my measurements based on the design that I want to create. So when I want to make a skirt, I have all the measurements that I need. I will take them either on my client or on my form or my mannequin. I will take them and note them down immediately so I don't skip out on any of the measurements. Then for me, taking my own measurements, I had to look for people. Most times when I want to take my own measurements or make something for myself, I look out for someone to take my body measurement for me. That way, it reduces the error that I might get. So, because of this, I have a measurement chart that has helped me over time. And I'm going to be giving out free. You can download it. You can print it out. You can use it. It's yours for you to keep. Like, I'm giving you free of charge. So you can go into the link in my bio, download it, and use it. You will thank me later. Because if you want to make a skirt, it's there already. Just take this measurement. Even if you don't know how to take body measurement, you want to take a waist measurement, it's written there. This is what you need to take to do. This is what you need to do to get your waist measurement. Measure around the smallest part you want to make across chest. So how to take the body measurements are already on the chart. Go ahead and download, use it, keep it. It's for your use. Just keep it free of charge. So let's go to number 2. Number 2 is not following green lines. You're cutting, but you're not cutting according to the green lines on your pattern. This sometimes can be frustrating because when your pattern says cut on the bias, cut it on the bias. Because this green line helps our garment to drape, to hang well. If you're supposed to cut on the bias and you cut it on straight, of course it's not going to drape, it's not going to hang well. Like I was trying to manage my fabric. Sometimes when I was starting out, I was trying to manage my fabrics, and instead of cutting on the bias, I felt like, oh, if I place my fabric, if I cut this on bias, it's going to waste my fabric, and I decided to cut it on straight. Eventually, I wasted the fabric, I wasted my time, I wasted my energy because it didn't drape well, it didn't come out nice, it didn't look okay. So I advise, always follow the green lines instructions. If your pattern says cut on straight, cut on lengthwise, cut on crosswise, cut on the bias, please follow green lines. This is a problem. And if you don't know, you just discover that your garment, your finished garment is not looking nice. Number 3. Hey, number 3, you don't want to do this again. You don't want to do it. Even if you are tempted to, you don't want to do it. Dragging fabrics while sewing. No, don't do it. Don't drag your fabric when you're sewing. And you're feeling like, oh, I need to help, the sewing machine is too slow for me. No, don't do that. If you do it, 2 things will happen. You're going to distort your seam and you might eventually break your needle. So if you feel like your sewing machine is not moving very fast, you might want to check your footer. Maybe your footer, if you might be using the wrong footer, or probably the plate under your footer needs to be changed. So stop dragging fabric while you're sewing, okay? As a beginner, we tend to be in a hurry, we tend to be in a haste to always finish on time. Please relax and be calm. Number 4 is keeping pressing in between steps. So you want to make a garment, you want to make a dress, and you join your shoulder. Yes, you take the seam to the ironing board and press. So pressing is different from ironing. When you press, you're pressing your seam for it to relax, and there's a way that your seam enters into the garment, into the fabric, and that makes it stronger. So you don't want to skip any step. You join your shoulder, take it to the ironing board, press. You're not ironing. Press, lift up, lift down, lift up, lift down. Don't press, don't iron front and back. You're pressing, you lift your iron up and down. That's pressing. You're pressing the seam into the fabric. And this helps your garment to look professional already, even before you finish. So if you don't want your fabric to look homemade instead of handmade, do not skip any step without pressing. This number 5, I told you that this number 5 is a big deal for me, because when I was starting out, this got me crying. I didn't do it on just anyhow fabric. The mistake did not come on my maybe test fit. It came on a real fabric for a client. It got me crying. Number 5, missing out on seam allowance. Oh God. You don't want to do this. You don't want to make this mistake. Missing out on seam allowance. Like your garment is so cool on mannequin. It fits well on mannequin, but not on the model. If it's for you, it fits so well on mannequin, but not on you. When you miss out on seam allowance, it can be disastrous. Like you're making a size 12 and you decide to miss out on seam allowance. When you finish the garment, trust me, size 12 is not going to be able to wear it, except if it's a stretchy fabrics and all that. But for cutting, or no, it's going to be a size smaller. It's going to be a size smaller. So I made a garment when I was starting out. I made a garment for a client and I totally missed out on the sewing allowance. Like, how did it happen? I don't know. Because I was in a hurry. I want to make, oh God, this is my client. I need to show my client that I can sew. And it looked so well on the mannequin. I took pictures, sent to her, and oh, let's come and fit. Oh my God. It did not enter. So you don't want to miss out on seam allowance. This is how I figure this out. So I always ensure that I write out sewing allowance on my pattern. When I transfer my pattern from my sloper to my working pattern, sometimes I use a different color of paper to add my sewing allowance before I start cutting. So if I'm using a brown paper, I can decide to use a white paper to be the sewing allowance. Or if I'm using the same pattern, the same color of pattern, I always write sewing allowance, and I will always ensure that I put the sewing allowance there. So sewing allowance for my side seam, maybe I want to use 1 inch, 5/8, half an inch. I will write SA, half an inch. So to avoid this mistake, always mark out your seam allowance or your working pattern before you transfer anything. So as you are placing your fabric on you are placing your pattern on your fabric, anybody can see that, okay, this is sewing allowance written on it. You're using 4/8, you're using 5/8, you're using 10/8, you're using whatever. Always write your sewing allowance on your pattern to avoid the story that touch. Number 6, always sewing very fast. We are tempted as a beginner to always sew fast. So this is it. Speed comes with experience. As you keep learning, you keep sewing, you keep doing it over and over again, you gain speed. So speed comes with experience. Don't rush into it and sew a very untidy garment. Like I said earlier, after sewing, your garment looks like homemade, not handmade. So you want to take your time and follow each step. Take your time and watch out for all the common mistakes. Do not miss out on your sewing allowance. Do not cut garments without ensuring that you are cutting on the correct grain. Don't take body measurements in a hurry or you cram it in your head. You're going to miss out on either 1 or 2. You measure bust 40 because you just put it somewhere in your head and you heard someone talked about 38, 39 and you're confused. Oh, what is my measurement? You can't go back. So you now say, okay, let me take 39. No. Don't sew too fast. It's not about competition. You're not competing with anyone but with yourself. So what standard are you setting to get it right? It's all about doing it right, not doing it fast. So learn to be calm, learn to be patient, and take each step at a time. Remember, speed comes with experience. Number 7, not finishing raw edges. So this can be, some people can give excuses of, oh, I don't have a serger, I don't have a weaving machine, I don't have this, I don't have that. There are ways you can finish your raw edges. So when you open inside out of your garments, what does it look like? Does it look like trash? Does it look like unfinished project? So if you don't have a serger, you don't need a serger to finish your raw edges. You can use zigzag, you can use bias binding, you can use pinkish share. There are different ways. So if you want me to make a video on on different types of finishing, seam finishing, the types that you can use even without a serger, put it in a comment section, let me know, then we can just go ahead and create a video on how to finish our raw edges, on how to finish our garments without a serger. So these are the common mistakes. I made all these while I was starting out and even more. So you're not alone. Keep sewing, keep practicing, you keep getting better and you keep getting faster. So don't forget that speed comes with experience. Don't rush into any of these steps. Don't skip any of these steps. And let's continue to keep our community going. Let's grow this community together. See you in my next video. Before you go, in conclusion, remember these 7 common mistakes. If you remember them and you avoid them, it's going to save time. It's going to save fabric and next video. Put in the comment section, which of these mistakes did you make first? Or which one are you making right now that you want to change? Remember, speed comes with experience. Follow for more and subscribe, like, share this video with your friends, with your sewing colleagues, and let's build this community together. Bye for now. High volume. Am I really there?